Hello, hello, hello. I getting things together. How are you guys? How are you? Hoping this works. I should be. If you are seeing me, you should be seeing me from Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok today because I have no guest. Oh yeah. So if you know what? Let me make sure that that's true. Not gaslight the audience. Okay. Now, to be everywhere, where should see me? Hello, hello, hello. Happy, beautiful, blessed, magnificent Monday. It is the Monday after Easter. If you celebrate, if you observe, I know some people don't, which is totally, you do you, boo boo. But I do observe and I do think about those things. So I want to take. Thanks, Bren. Hi, good. You see me from Facebook. Thank you so much for letting me know. I want to do some house announcements really quickly. So this Saturday, if you would like to see me, I will be at the Lupus Walk. I was on a support group call yesterday. Oh, wait. If you don't know who I am, oh, gosh. See? I got so excited to like now. If you don't know who I am, never seen it before, my name is Tenille. I help women diagnosed with lupus go from confused and discouraged to healed, hopeful, in control of the medical narrative. Hello, how are you? Nice to meet you. Welcome to the place. Here we are. So what I was saying before that, that's who I am. That's what I do. And if you'd like to see me, I will be at the Lupus Walk on Saturday. To register for the walk, you don't have to register. You can show up, but if you would like to register, go to lupus.org, and it has all the things. They have an Atlanta one this weekend. There's more in Georgia, but the Atlanta one is the one I'm going to. The rest are kind of a little too deep for me personally. But if you are going to be at the Atlanta Lupus Walk for Lupus Foundation of America, I will be there. So that's a house announcement. What's happening? My computer's doing a thing. Doing a new thing. Gosh. There we go. I don't want that. Thank you. So be there if you'd like to meet me or hang out with me, etc., etc. And how are we feeling? How are we feeling? Are you okay? I know that Easter and holidays in general can be hard for everyone. It can be hard if you are. Oh, where's the market? The walk is not at Peabody Park. I think that's what's called. Hold on, let me not gaslight you as well. But it's in Atlanta, downtown Atlanta. I will tell you. Go to lupus.org though, and it has all the info. I'll tell you. Yeah, Peabody Park. In downtown Atlanta. Okay, so if you are a mother, if you are a chronically ill person, if you want to make your holiday perfect, if all the things you want to do, and you have some kind of adversity. I know if you have kids, this with my parents, they wanted to make holidays so perfect for me, and just as an adult, I'm realizing how hard that is. Like, there's so much to be done. There are just a million different aspects that you don't think of because you're the kid and everyone's doing it for you, but then you're the adult and all of a sudden there's things you gotta do. And it takes a lot out of you. And as a chronically ill person, I feel that strain. I always felt that strain. And then when we lost Daddy in 2016, when he passed, I felt a different kind of reaction. Like, every holiday is different. I have no idea if it's going to be feeling great or I'm going to not want to get out of bed. And being sad or, depressed or anything, it can affect flares that I personally get. So I'm sure people out there, it does the same for you. So put relate in the chat if that happens to you. If you ever get sad. Hey, Tony from Washington. Thank you guys for coming on. So being mindful of that, like I love looking at social media and seeing people's posts like church photos and, you know, their family pictures. They're really cute to me. I love that. But I know to some people that might not be the vibe. Like that might hurt you to see happy people on holiday when you are having a hard time being happy or you're not healthy enough to participate. So write these things down, even though I'm not super a note-taking, note-giving person, but these could be tips that could help you if you find yourself in a space where the holiday is there and you're really having a hard time, you know, surviving this holiday. Okay. Before the holiday starts, get your rest. Get your rest. Okay. I know that I've been the worst to even say that, but I'm talking to myself as well. If you have big plans and you want to go all out and do the things for your kids or show up and have the outfit and have the hair and the presents and da-da-da-da, get your rest. Even if you have to just take extra naps or you get to like schedule some things in the day that are going to give you a break. You're worth that. You deserve that. Your body needs that. So before the holiday even starts, make sure you schedule in time to get rest. I don't care if it's 10 minutes. It's scientifically proven, like a 15-minute caffeine nap. That's where you like take some kind of caffeine, consume some kind of caffeine, and then take a 15-minute nap. It will energize you as if you slept for hours. So if that's what you need to do, I don't know what your body is like on caffeine, but that is a good start. There's also meditation. I have been doing for a while, but almost every day now, box breathing. That is where you take a deep breath for 4 counts, right? I use a graphic so that I can see in my box, but 4 counts. 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe in. 4 counts. Hold it. Hold that in breath. 4 counts. 4 counts. Breathe out and hold that empty space for 4 counts. It brings you back to reality of we just had this moment. It is right now. There is nothing else you need to be worried about or think about right now. Think about breathing. Breathing keeps you alive. Breathing is the foundation of everything. You cannot do it. Like, thank God for every breath. You never really realize how much breathing, as you do so automatically, or stop breathing so automatically, that you don't think about it until you have trouble with your lungs. So people with allergies right now, people with lung things right now. I was on the lupus support group the other day, this weekend, and people were talking about pieces of their lungs that were missing. I personally was diagnosed with pulmonary hypertension. I've also had 1.5 liters of fluid lifted from my lungs. So, you know, breath is, my friend Moana says, breath is the first gift you get when you were born, and it is the last gift that's taken away from you when you leave this planet. And yes, that it's very important. You need to remember to breathe. So get some rest, breathe, take some meditation, breathe. And third, I would like to say, you don't have to go everywhere. You don't have to do everything. No is a full sentence. No. Oh, but you got to go to so-and-so's house. They're doing this. Blah, blah, blah. No, thank you. No. That's it. You don't have to explain yourself. If people know you and they know that you're sick and that kind of stuff. Yeah, it's talking about breathing. Good. If people know you and there's no situation of illness or parenthood or any kind of stressor that is beyond your complete control, no thank you is perfect. You don't have to go. And I'm a recovering people pleaser with a diagnosis of FOMO, okay? Like, it's rough for me. It's rough for me. Hey, great afternoon, guys. Hey, thanks for chiming in. I understand that struggle. If you can relate, people pleasing FOMO, that sounds like I'm cursing. Like, literally, it's something I've had to work on my whole life. It's just when I was a child, I like wouldn't sleep because I didn't want to miss stuff. So it's my whole life that I've been like that. And I've been working on it the past maybe 5 years or so. You can't be everywhere. You can't be everything to everyone, even though maybe the world will make you feel like it, especially a parent, especially a caretaker, a caregiver. It's something about the expectation of the world. They just are like, oh, you woke up a mom today, so that means you definitely have 8 arms and can do all the things and live up to every Instagram, YouTube standard of what it is. If your kid's lunch is not cut up into little bento box aesthetic cuteness, you're not doing it right. You don't have to be like that. And as much as I really do cherish family moments and seeing people, sometimes you just cannot do it. You should not sacrifice the way that your body's going to function for seeing someone right now, especially because look at us. Look at us. We're having a meeting right now, and I'm not in your house. However, we're talking. You see us? You see us? I will FaceTime people from my bed. Just letting people know that you're thinking of them, even if you can't get to them, can mean so much more than dragging yourself somewhere and feeling terrible and overdoing it and being underwhelming in your presence. You might as well give them what you got if it has to be on a FaceTime call or a Zoom call or whatever it is. I would take that, knowing that my friend, my family, my loved one is feeling better, can conserve their energy in their house, but they still love me and want to talk to me and want to see me. That means a lot to me, you know? So those are tips. Saying no, meditation, and resting. When I say Holiday Hangover, I wrote that in my Instagram post. People are like, "Oh, you don't really drink? So what do you mean you drank? You like have a hangover?" Like, no, that's not what I mean. I mean, like, it's rough to explain to people who don't have a chronic illness, especially an invisible chronic illness, because just because you look okay does not mean you're okay. And there's been so many times that I've dragged myself places and do things with a smile on my face, and my body is in so much pain. It's like I'm on the verge of tears just from pain, and people have no idea. They have no idea. So, you don't have to tell them. It's not, you don't have to let everybody know that you are not feeling well if you don't feel like it. I know some people are guarded with that stuff, and that's okay. However, you do have to realize that your body is telling you something. These are signs and symptoms. These are not to be ignored. And you need rest, and you need recovery, and you need to take a beat, take a day, even if it's the next day where you schedule in a nap. Like, literally put it in your calendar. If you are somebody who is, a mother, a father, a chronic illness warrior who has, you have all your appointments in the calendar, put your rest in the calendar. Oh, we got somebody else who relates. I see you, girl. Yes. So definitely. Okay, I want to take a second. I'm a God girl. This was just a religious weekend. And I've debated, like, this has been in my head since I started talking, and I've debated, like, maybe I shouldn't say anything. However, I'm not pushing my faith on anybody. I understand that it's not, for everyone. However, this weekend, from the Friday to the Sunday, very much, if you know like how it goes, the Bible goes, and the story from the crucifixion to the resurrection, right? To sometimes, even though there's the crucifixion and that's like traumatic, and there's all this energy and all the things that zaps all your energy, and you have that, and then the sadness of the in between, the silence of the in between, where maybe your silence is you're diagnosed and you're working on the promise, right? So between the pain and the promise is that time period where you don't know what's going on. You don't know if you're getting better or getting worse, or what's happening. You're doing these things, you're diligent about your medication or your treatments or whatever it is. Hang on, because the promise is still there. Okay. Gosh. Oof. I don't know who I'm talking to or why I had to open my mouth to say these things. However, I do know the promise is always there. Like, just because the science doesn't understand that we can get well again, it doesn't mean we can't get well again. And I believe that you are not waiting in vain. You're not working in vain. And we can live functional, beautiful, amazing, huge lives that have nothing to do with chronic illness. Okay. I just had to say that. And I hope I didn't make you uncomfortable. It is something that I was thinking about all morning, that like sometimes you just can't see it. Like, you don't start a diet today and wake up skinny tomorrow. Keep working at this health thing. Keep living this big life, even though people want to put you in a box and say you're never going to do this and that and the other. That was a lot. Thank you for grace. I'm not sorry, but I don't want to make anyone uncomfortable. I just would like to say, I'm going to recap the thing that I did say. Oh, let me read this comment, Mr. Smith. Proper rest includes naps, breathing, deep breathing, saying no, helps you maintain balance, plus meditation, plus guarding your privacy, plus listening to your body are the tips to maintain emotional balance. Faith, spiritual force factor that cannot do without. Yes. 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 Tony, I can't wait for you to be on this podcast, sir. This is going to be great. But yeah, you deserve to not feel all messed up after a holiday. Just because you have a chronic illness, or not even this is to everyday life. This is not only to my chronic illness people. This is all of us human beings breathing and existing on this planet, okay? Big weekends that take a lot out of you demand your recovery and rest, and you are worth that. You don't have to be everything to everyone or go everywhere, and you don't have to do it so hard that you can't do anything the next day. Schedule in rest, meditation, relaxation, prayer. Schedule it in. You deserve to have a life after the big holidays and not to be in complete pain. I thank you. Thank you. If you're getting value, put it in the chat. I love to see it. I love to see it. And we're going to bring this in for a landing. I'm going to say, once again, if you are in the Atlanta, Georgia area, I'm going to be at the Lupus Walk on Saturday. And not only that, I'm going to bring my grandma and my mother, and I'm really excited about that. We haven't walked together in so long. I'm going to post some pictures probably of the last walk that we were at together. And it was a long time ago, and grandma was well, and things were different. Sure, I definitely look different. Lord, yeah, redemption. So you guys have a beautiful, gorgeous, amazing, fantastic, phenomenal day. I love you so much. Thank you so much for being there. Ooh, girl, I'll see you at the walk. Thank you so much. I'm excited. All right. You guys have a great day. You stay happily healed, and we will talk soon.